I enjoy the club. We've been going about 20 years, and it's really the friendship, the companionship. We do a lot of good things as well, and we find that if anybody wants to come along, if they've got a different craft that they want to have a try at, we can usually find somebody that can accommodate them and will help them along with it. We started off as a knitting club, machine knitting in fact. Then now we do mostly hand knitting. We've still got knitting machines here if anybody wants to have a go at that. And some ladies do beading, some ladies make teddies, some do quilting, anything that they want to do and come along and have a go at.
Well, when I was a kid, I didn't really like coffee. In fact, I positively hated it because I grew up in the 70s and all we had was really instant coffee and that. But when I was about 13, my dad got a filter coffee machine for his birthday. And I had this wonderful smell coming from the kitchen, and I thought, what's that? That's amazing. And I tried it and I kind of fell in love with it. And then when I got my first job as a photographer when I was 16, one of the first things I went out and bought was a filter coffee machine, and that got me into it. And then when I was at university, my best friend was an Italian, and he said, oh, you don't want to drink filter coffee, you want to drink espresso and cappuccino and latte and mocha. And so I ended up buying this big brass Italian cappuccino machine, which lasted me until recently when it blew up, and so I went out and bought an even bigger one. And that's really how my obsession started.
I got started off in life modelling. It was a few years ago, back in 2005. I've been a fan of an artist by the name of Spencer Tunick, a contemporary photographer from New York, and I've been following his work for the last few years, and an opportunity came up where he was coming to the UK to do a shoot in Newcastle, so I decided I'd take part in it. Now, the shoots for Spencer Tunick usually involves hundreds, sometimes even thousands of people all getting naked, and then he's doing shots in various locations around the city. So the one in Newcastle, there was about 1,700 people involved. It was an early morning start, so everybody was there for around about sort of 4 o'clock in the morning to get it all kicked off, and he had a number of locations then dotted around the city. It was quite an exciting atmosphere. There's lots of buzz going around, and then sort of around about 4:30 first light came up and everybody got the order to strip off, get undressed, and then that was it. So all of a sudden everybody's there and we're all naked and we're taking photographs.
One memory that kind of sticks in my head a lot is when me and 3 of my friends, who are all magicians, went down to Fringe Festival in Edinburgh in 2009, and we went down for like a week and just took some sleeping bags and some tents and literally camped outside and just performed all day, and just like standing out in the streets making signs, and we just got to interact with like so many people, and it was just really interesting, and we managed to make over £100, I think, in the week, which we ended up spending as we made it because we didn't have much money. And I just think the experience kind of really just changed my perspective on things, and we're definitely going back next year. I think it's one of the best times I've ever spent, and just the amount of people you meet and friends you make, I thought it was really, really interesting, and we learned a lot about the way we perform and how to improve ourselves. So this year when we go down, it's going to be a lot better, and I think we can make a lot more money as well.